You don't know how hyped I am for the Steam Machine. I was already in the market looking for a mini PC for my personal use around the house, and this just came out of the blue. But the big question is, how much will this cost? That's the thing everyone is scared about, and you know what? I was thinking, hey, why not we make a video guesstimating how much this is going to cost? How are we gonna do that? By using the website PC Part Picker. Of course, I'm not an amazing, crazy tech guy PC builder, so I will be using more than one source to give me possible equivalents to the pieces that are available on the Steam Machine. And since we have these specs on the Steam website, I'm gonna try my best to keep it as close as possible to what they have on the website, so hopefully we can get a close to definitive answer, because God knows we won't be getting that for a while. So let's begin. Alright, here we are on the website, and the first thing that we have to check out before we start anything else is the case. The size of the Steam Machine is 152mm tall and 156mm wide. Okay, I think we have found our case. It is the Johnsbow C6 Micro ATX Mini Tower Case. And why have I chosen this one? The dimensions of this case are 266 by 202 by 296 millimeters. It's still a hefty size, but that's the closest we can get to as of right now, so let's add it to our list. Now let's move on to the tech, starting off with the CPU. The Steam Machine CPU is a semi-custom AMD Zen Force 6C. The Steam Machine is going to have a lot of custom specs, that's obvious, so reading online, the equivalent to the CPU that's on the Steam Machine happens to be the AMD Ryzen 5 7600. We'll set the 7600. Moving on to the GPU. The GPU on the Steam Machine is a semi-custom AMD RDNA 3. Once again, looking at sources online, the GPU equivalent everyone is pointing towards is the Radeon RX 7600, which is sadly something we cannot put into our current build. So let's look quickly for an equivalent for this GPU. So it turns out the equivalent to the Radeon RX 7600 is the NVIDIA GeForce RTX 4060. And as you can see, the prices are, pretty wild. Alright, I think I found another equivalent that will be much cheaper than what we are seeing right here. The Arc Pro B50. Moving on to the RAM, 16GB DDR5 and 8GB VRAM. Right here, the Kingston Fury Beast 16GB. We'll throw that in. Now for the storage, there's two models. There's a 512GB model and a 2TB model. I myself probably gonna go with the 2TB NVMe model. Let's look at that one. At this point, I believe it's a matter of which company I personally like, and I think I'm more of a Kingston person, or Western Digital. You know what? Western Digital it is. No, I found a Kingston that I like. Internal power supply, AC power, 110 to 240 volts. Looking at different news sites, people are saying that the internal power supply of the Steam Machine is 300 watts. This one. The Steam Machine relies on a quiet 120mm fan for airflow, so we'll add that in for cooling. We'll just throw in the quietest fan that we can find, cheapest too. So it seems like I messed up somewhere if we're not finding any compatible motherboards. Our issue was with the power supply. Okay, well, we better not skimp out on power supplies. That was not showing me a single price. Wait a minute, I gotta check on this. So right now, my build comes up to $1,075. I probably messed up somewhere here and there, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to find a build, and we will see how much it fares to the price that I have over here. So give me 1 second. This is a build that I found on r/Steam by the user Tyrannosis, and their build comes out to $936. I tried my best. I used the internet to make a mini PC that is close to the power of the Steam Machine. I was approximately $100 off, but I consider that a win on my side. But let's be serious for a second. People are currently afraid with the rising prices of RAMs that the Steam Machine is not going to be a proper price. With Valve coming out and saying that the Steam Machine will be priced as a mini PC and not a console, that has everyone kind of shook. After looking at news stories and everyone's speculation, I can comfortably say that the price of the Steam Machine is going to be between $500 to $700, and I am fine with that price. With the kind of products Valve comes out with, there's no reason to doubt that they are going to give us something that will not perform to the standard of Valve. And that's the end of the video. Hey, if you liked it, why not like, subscribe, and tell me in the comment section below, how much do you think the Steam Machine will cost? And are you going to be a day one purchaser? And if you didn't like this video, hey, I'm not gonna tell you not to dislike it, you can go right ahead. I hope to see you here next time. See ya.